Hi, this is Mladen Ivanovic from complementarytraining.net, and in this video I want to talk about adjusting a training load for lower body exercises, especially for high reps in Strength Car Builder 3.2. I already wrote about this problem, and I suggested a solution. You will probably find a link inside the blog post that's where I posted this video. So most of the training programs adjust the percentages used for lower body lift. For example, if let's say I'm doing 80% of 1 RM for 5 reps in a bench press and squat, it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult to do it in a squat than a bench press. Maybe not 5s, but for example, if I'm doing sets of 10 in a bench press, I can probably lift for 70%, 70 something percent, and a lower body squat needs to be adjusted, needs to be a little bit lower. My general theory, I don't use this much in practice, is to take into account the body weight. So even if I'm squatting 20 kilos, I'm actually squatting my body weight plus 20 kilos. It's similar to doing a pull-up. So if I'm doing a pull-up without the external resistance, I'm still lifting my body weight. So if I attach 40 kilos, the total body load, the total system load is not 40 kilos that I attached. It's, for example, 100 kilos, the body weight plus 40 kilos. So the total system load is 140 kilos. So in my opinion, something similar should be done with the squat and lower body movements. And I'm gonna go quickly about how to do it in a Strength Car Builder. I don't have any scientific rationale behind it, just a hint or common sense as a strength conditioning coach. Another option is to have different set and rep schemes for upper and lower body. For example, if you have a training block where you do sets of 10, you might have different percentages for lower body lifts and upper body lifts. Again, whatever you prefer. This is just a workbook to see how you can adjust it in a Strength Car Builder. So the main idea, here we have athletes, we have tests, and we have a squat performance. This is external weight. So in this case, this is me. In this table, I can squat 160 kilos. So I created an extra column, called it squat corrected, and I summed up the squat and 65% of a body weight. 65, why 65, why not more or less? I'm assuming that you're not lifting your legs. So I deducted the weight of the legs from the body weight. And we just sum it. So in this case, the total external load is 222 kilos. Now we go to exercises. We have a back squat. Yep. We have a back squat, and in this case, back squat is 100% of a squat as a test, and doesn't include body weight inside the calculation. So this is 0. But I also put the C back squat or corrected back squat. In this case, again, it's 100% of squat corrected, but in this case I'm lifting 65% of body weight. This means that when I'm prescribing, let's say I want to do sets of 70%, I take 70% of 1 RM, in this case 220, and then I deduct 65% of my body weight to get the external load I need to take. I created an example set and rep scheme, just increase from 30 to 100%, just to see how it differs across the percentages. And I created a small workout. In this one we have a back squat, and we have example set and rep schemes. As you can see on the Mac is quite nice to have these drop down lists. And we have a back squat. In this case we have a corrected back squat, and also we're gonna use same set and rep scheme. And as you can see, 1 RMs 160 and 160 are the same. And if you're doing low reps, for example sets of 5 to 1, the weight is similar. So 1 RM is 160, sets of 3 is 7 kilos difference, and then the higher the number of reps, the more I need to decrease the weight. So if I'm doing sets of 8 with 70 kilos, in corrected version I need to use 92 kilos, and here I need to use 112 kilos for sets of 8. Again, you can play with this a little bit. This is just I would say common approach, but it's not that commonly used in strength training. But a little bit of me dies every time I see same set and reps schemes for upper and lower body movements, especially for high reps. Programs that call for 4 sets of 10 with 75% for a squat and 4 sets of 10 for 75% of bench press. I would say it's completely different. For lower number of reps per set, it's quite similar, as you can see with from this table, that they are converging. The lower the number or the higher the percentage. In this case, I also selected a assistant lower body movement. In this case, it's a dumbbell split squat, and I'll just try to find it here. It's dumbbell. There's a lot of exercises here. Dumbbell split squat. So it's around 30% of squat, or 60% of squat, because you're holding 27% of squat 1 RM dumbbell in each hand. So it's a each hand dumbbell. And I put the corrected dumbbell split squat. In this case, again, we are using the correction for a body weight. We should be used squat corrected. Let me see what's happening here. And I need to adjust this. So as you can see, this is one way to check if your formula is correct. So 1 RMs needs to be the same. Sometimes the drop down doesn't work so well. So let's say I'm gonna select and see. So I need to increase the percentage used. Let's see. Let's increase it to 50%. Or slightly less. Sometimes it's just a trial and error. Okay, let's assume this is similar. So now we have 2 assistant exercises that are related to a maximum test or maximum lift, in this case squat, or a core lift. Dumbbell split squat is related to a squat from this table. So it's related to a squat, in this case 27%, 27.5% of a squat 1 RM in each arm. And for corrected dumbbell split squat is 47% of corrected squat performance minus 65 of body weight. Again, in a split squat, we are also lifting your upper body. And let's see how is that going to differ for when we have higher percentage. They're not quite similar, but I mean these are sets of 6. But as you can see, the more I increase the number of reps, or in this case decreasing the percentage. So this is 60%. This is going to take the body weight into account, and it's going to decrease the external load, as opposed to, and that decrease is going to be bigger for smaller percentages compared to the higher percentages. I'll just select another set and rep schemes, in this case Dan Baker Wave 5, and that's a little bit more strength oriented wave cycle that Dan uses. So in this case we go from 8 to 2, and as you can see, sets of 2 are quite similar. So again, I'm adjusting the training load for lower body by taking into account the body weight. Again, there's plenty of trial and error here. This is just one way. As I said, you can use different set and rep schemes for upper and lower body, but this is just a common sense that a lot of S&C's coaches use when they prescribe percent-based training, and how they differ from upper and lower lifts for higher reps per set. Hopefully this made some sense. Thanks for listening, and see you at complementarytraining.net.